exploring the Murchison River from the ocean to the rangeland. The Murchison River here in Kalbarri National Park is almost at the end of its 700-kilometer journey, beginning in the rangelands near Mekatara. The river passes through an arid landscape of salt lakes, plains, breakaways, hills and gorges before emptying into the Indian Ocean here at Kalbarri. Along the way, many rivers drain into it, which together form a water catchment covering more than 82,000 square kilometers. Shrublands and cotton bush dominate the landscape. There are few trees of perennial grasses and large patches of bare red soil separate the shrubs. The arid Mediterranean climate means that the Murchison River flows intermittently through the year, usually stopping during the driest period in February and March. Heavy rains following the tropical cyclone in March and April sometimes see the river rise several meters above its high winter levels. You can see debris from these floods caught in the lower branches of the trees lining the river. After heavy rainfall, the larger rivers of the catchment contain mostly fresh water. This becomes increasingly salty as the flow decreases and saline groundwater discharges into the river. Millions of years of history are recorded in these spectacular bedded rocks. The meandering water sculpture, Murchison Shores, is very young feature compared with the ancient rocks that cover much of the Kalbarri National Park. The red and white banded layers of the Tambalaguda sandstone were deposited by rivers and on tidal sandflats between 450 and 480 million years ago, a time when life was just venturing onto land. The rivers followed westwards, crisscrossing a broad plain that merges with the tidal flats bordering the coast. In places, deltas built out from the coastline, separated by large bays. The river deposited now from mostly thick beds of cross-bedded sandstone, whereas a tidal deposit from a thin bed of sandstone and siltstone. Fossilized burrows created by worm-like animals are found throughout the rocks. Around 130 million years ago, the ancestral Murchison River began to cut down through the Tamblaguda sandstone, creating a broad and gentle valley in its wake. The same valley that you drive through to visit most lookouts. Then about 10 million years ago, the whole area around Kalbarri was uplifted and the river further incised the rock layers, carved the deep Murchison Gorge that we see today.